I'm at Hughes Water Gardens today talking with Eamon Hughes. And Eamon, you have a lot of festivities going on with the festival, don't you?
We do, and for the next 10 days our Waterlily and art show is on. And we've incorporated a lot of art into the garden so people can come and see how can I put some, different art into my garden. And a lot of them incorporate water into them, so you have that soothing sound of water as well.
Ah, that's great. And we use our yards so much more, just not to work in them, but to live in them. So to have your artwork go out into the garden too is a cool idea.
Oh, it is, and it looks different in all seasons, depending on the foliage around them.
Sure.
And even in the frost, the water looks so much nicer then.
Oh, neat. Well, with Garden Time, we've been going to so many different places all this season, and many things are late, like the peonies were late, the fruit trees were late, and so how does that affect water lilies?
It did affect the water lilies. They're a little slow coming on, particularly the tropicals.
Oh,
but now that we've got some of those 90-degree days behind us, they've sort of got really moving, and the blooms are popping very strongly. So they'll be spectacular this week.
And I know on Thursday night, it's the really cool night to come.
It's the cool night. That's when the giant Victoria is, with the leaves 4 or 5 foot across and the large blossoms about 1 foot across. And not every year during the festival they'll open during the time, 6:30 to 9, but we're going to try a little trick this year to try and fool them into opening while people are here, because the fragrance is wonderful. It fills the whole greenhouse with a pineapple fragrance as it opens, and it's a spectacular thing to see.
Well, that is so cool. So if you've never been, please stop by. And I know one of the artists is here just exhibiting and setting up his artwork, so we're going to go talk to him too.
Okay, thank you, Judy.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
One of the artists this week out at Hughes Water Garden is Michael David Neilson. And Michael, you have a very unique type of art. It's very green. It uses a lot of natural fabric and pieces.
Right. Well, I've been doing this professionally for about a year now. I've been working and living with the fabric for about the last 7, and started to incorporate bamboo into my pieces only in the last 6 months or so. What it's done for me is really taken it away from just free form, point to point to point, to being able to actually build a structure and take it out of an environment that it's in and have it rest. So,
that's cool.
And even move.
Well, it's really neat to have the bamboo and then the fabric stretched in it. And it's like, do you have a source of bamboo that you use and can go find it?
Well, it started at my parents' house. They actually have a grove there. And after I kind of exploited that year's growth, I worked with Hughes, and they actually got me some bamboo. It was really nice.
Well, that's cool. So do you have a challenge between creating things for the inside of our homes and then putting them outside?
Yeah, there's various things that go along with each. Both things that are most important is probably understanding the environment that you're working in. For instance, here in the alder trees, I have a unique opportunity to go from any sort of position, and you can see on the slope that I can move freely throughout that. Whereas inside a home, you're a little more structured inside a literal box.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you more creative.
Right. Well, thank you.
Well, there's a lot of different artists here that we've noticed today. Many different kinds of materials used, and I'm sure that you've noticed that.
Right. I think there's over 30 different artists here at the festival, many of which doing metalwork, sculpture, ceramics, painting, drawing, some beautiful work by Molly Sims. I'm really excited to be in this talented group of people and hope that everyone can come out and take a look at it.
Well, it's really exciting to see this, and I know you're going to be here for many of the days. So if you go on the Hughes Water Garden site, and you can find out exactly when Michael's going to be here or some of the artists to talk to. Definitely. And also, if you want to check me out, go ahead and look up Michael David Neilson on Facebook. That's easy for me. Or check out stretchm.com. Well, great. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.